Exciting here to welcome to the set Tim Miles and Saul Phillips, two former NDSU Bison basketball coaches, now at Nebraska and Ohio respectively. Thank you guys so much for being here and joining us and subjecting yourselves to each other's wrath a little bit. Want to go ahead and get started initially talking Dave Richman, somebody that really got his big start under you guys, working with you guys. Tim, he worked as a graduate assistant and then was promoted to an assistant coach with you. What did you see early on about Dave Richman?
Well, Dave grew up around it. There's no doubt about it. You know, with his dad, John, who was a football coach at North Dakota State College of Science for a long time, very successful. So Dave's been a guy that's been around it the whole time. Now, however, Dave's a lot smarter than John because he went from football to basketball. So you could tell Dave was going to be successful at a young age when he decided to be a college player at Science and then come to NDSU and be a student coach. And David is very well organized. He's a bulldog on the recruiting trail. He's a very smart, keen evaluator, and he knows how to identify with a lot of different people. And Dave is one of those guys that just was a pleasure to coach with, and there's no question that although Saul left him in a tough spot, you know, that he overcame obstacles and was able to take the team to the championship in the NCAA tournament.
I think we're burying the lead here. It's clear every time somebody moves on from North Dakota State, they just replace them with someone more talented and better. And that started with Miles, and then I took over, and now Dave's taken it to another level. So, yeah, no, shoot, it was an easy decision. Dave was ready, and obviously he was ready when he took over as a head coach. So, again, they keep shedding dead weight. It keeps getting better and better. You
were somebody, Saul, that wholeheartedly supported Dave Richman as taking over when you left. You had even said if they aren't smart enough to hire him, you're taking him with you. What did he possess that showed you he was ready? Because this is his first head coaching job.
Well, I supported him because he had incriminating pictures on me, and we decided that it was easier just to go with that. No, he had the team in terms of their respect. They wanted him, and I knew he was ready. He learned under some pretty good coaches along the way, going back to Ray Jack to you just keep McDermott, obviously begrudgingly Miles, all of that. He was ready. It was his time.
Tim, when you looked at this kid...
by the way, whoa. Saul, I have incriminating video on you. So when do I get hired at Ohio, man? When's the time that I get a little thing out of this deal, huh? I'm sorry.
Here's what I want to know. You're going to put together a panel of experts to talk about the NCAA tournament. You and I combined for 23 years wins this year. I mean, combined. That's two different teams. You could have done a little better than you did. That's all I'm saying.
I just call it a nap. We just decided to take a little rest this season, and we're just taking a little reprieve from all the stress and rigors of March Madness.
What we were tanking. We thought that was how you do it in college basketball, and we realized there wasn't a lottery. So that didn't. By the time we figured it out, it was too late.
You guys, it would. Behoove me not to talk to you guys about your guys' seasons this year.
Well, this year I was 1-0 against Saul Phillips. That's all I know. Really, the only thing that matters to me is that in Hawaii, Apollo Creed knocked out Rocky Balboa, and that once I got past that moment, and even the score with Saul, nothing else really mattered. I hate to say that publicly, but really it was that was the highlight of the year for me, and I just couldn't get up for Big Ten play. I just couldn't. It was just hard. It's like fighting the JV game, compared to the Saul Phillips, Tim Miles throwdown in front of 141 people in whatever arena that was in Hawaii. But honestly, that was the highlight of my year.
Well, I want to rebut Miles before we go any further here.
Yes, no, please.
In that I responded to the loss by Nebraska by kind of going all Howard Hughes on everybody. I sequestered myself in a room with the milk jugs and just kind of hung out. Still not really over it. There are moments in your life that force you to step back and really try to redefine who you are, and losing to a Tim Miles-led club is one of those moments. And still not quite right about it. But moving forward.
No. Hold on one second, Saul. I want to know how Tim Miles didn't even get you any more engaged in Twitter after that. I thought we were going to see Saul Phillips embrace Twitter, respond. You have like 2 tweets, and one of the, obviously their responses to Tim, but.
Yeah, it's an art form, Saul. Your ability to be on Twitter is like an art form. It's an expression. It's the way you handle yourself. And the fact that you don't have that in you is a little disconcerting for all of us that are around you. What are you hiding, Saul?
I have a problem with my filter, and I have a clause in my contract that is a morality cause, and I'm trying to abide by that. That's why I'm not on Twitter.
Well, it's good to see that you still have plenty you can learn from Tim Miles. We're gonna take a break here for a little bit. We'll come back. I'll let Saul talk a little bit about Ohio and what he has going on there. Stick with us. We'll be back after this break.